Hey, okay, so this card, the High Priestess, you need to listen to your intuition right now, okay? If something doesn't feel right, then it probably isn't, okay? I think that sometimes we dismiss our own intuition because we think we are worrying too much, we're imagining something that isn't there, we want to avoid confrontation, we don't want things to kick off or escalate because, to be honest, as I'm looking at this for you, Spirit is bringing me a real feeling of someone who is quite, I want to use the word touchy. I feel very much as I'm on eggshells right now. Don't get me wrong, I feel like you've had to work through quite a lot, and they have as well. And I know that sometimes some of these things that you and them you've had to work through have not been easy. And sometimes there's things that you and them, more so they, don't always want to talk about. And I understand why, because I feel like it might be to do with family actually. And I don't know if there's somebody in your life who has kind of really, I don't want to say clinged onto you, but you feel a responsibility. And there would have been a time where you would have felt bad if you walked away because you'd feel guilty, even though you've got no need to feel guilty, because listen, right now, and your life is about you as well, and it shouldn't be about everyone else, and you shouldn't be doing what you're doing to please somebody else or because you don't want to. You shouldn't feel bad, okay? Now, as well as listening to your intuition, this card also signifies that you have, a psychic sense, that you have a sense that you've been born with. Call it psychic, call it intuitiveness. And it's just really important that you trust it, because when you don't, you'll always find that the things that you've ignored and you've dismissed and you thought, you're imagining that, have always happened. And this is the case here. Why do I feel, and if this hasn't happened, like if this isn't happening now, then it might be a past situation. Why do I feel like someone was quite was either unfaithful, dishonest, or lied? Because there's something here that Spirit is showing me where I've got the word betrayal. They're making me feel as though I've been betrayed by somebody, and they're making me feel as though I've trusted someone and they've broke my trust. And you need to be quite careful now and going forwards, within the next weeks, months, of letting someone back in and giving them another chance and trusting them again and just taking their word for it that they're sorry. Are they sorry? Are they just saying it because they want something from you? Are they just saying it because they want you to do what, they want you to go along with what they want and what they expect? So it's really important that you put yourself first as number one. And I know that's really hard for you to do, okay? I think you probably struggled with that and found that most difficult, if not most of your life, all of your life, of putting myself first, of putting other people before me, and worrying and prioritizing other people over before myself. But it's almost as though you don't have to do what they want you to do. You don't have to do what they expect you to do. And I really just have to highlight to you here that there is someone who I don't know if I can trust. I don't know if I feel very unsure about wanting to, of how involved I want to be with this person. And I don't want to say the word narcissist to you, but it might be that this person has some kind of, behaviors or traits and has treated you in a way that could be called that. It also really feels to me here that this person, whether I am talking about somebody in your life now, or with your past, but there is somebody who is so very, they think that they do everything and they think you do nothing. And it's like, they're the one that works hard, which is not the case. I'm sure you both, you know, it's not just, it's all like they're victim, they do everything, they, you know, their life is harder than yours, you don't do anything, you just sit there and you don't do anything. And I really feel that, but it doesn't feel very nice, you know. Now listen, I've got an offer right now, okay? And this offer is ending very soon. So it's likely going to end at midnight. It's a 6-card love reading offer. So if you'd like a love reading right now, then I will leave the links below for you. Make sure that you get it ASAP because I've only got very limited spaces. And when I do these free messages for you, I only have very limited spaces if you would like to then get, you know, an email reading that is sent to you personally by email, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I will leave the link below for you.